Hmm. So hi, good evening everyone. Hope you all are doing well. And as you all know, today we are here for the beautiful event of UX design. Get started with UX design. And for this event, we have Mohit Bhardwaj with us. He's a UI UX designer at Times Internet. Welcome Mohit. Welcome to Squad Growth. How are you doing?
Thank you. Hi everyone. I'm good. So right now I'm working for the Times Internet, but I'm in this field from more than 2 years. I have done Bachelor of Engineering, and in that I have learned UI UX as a career, and I have done specialization in UI UX. So it's a really good stream, and I think people have to choose this. There are a lot of jobs in India as well as in other countries. So people should have to try in this if they are interested in creating some new very good things. Their design perspective is really good, then they should have to go in this field.
Yep. So we'll start with your journey. So please tell us
Yeah.
about your journey, like how it all started, how you decided that yes, I will become UI UX designer.
Yeah, actually, when I was doing my engineering, our college introduced a course. I was studying in Chitkar University, and there they introduced a course of UI UX design, and I opted for that. So they gave us a test, and I passed the test. So we were a class of 30 students, and I have learned UX as my specialization and UI by myself. So it's I have a really good experience of 3 to 4 years in this field.
Okay. So guys, if you have any question, then just put in the message section. We will take all the questions in the end. So yep. So mm, the very most common question, like which everyone has about UI and UX design, like what's the difference between UI and UX? We all know that U is common in both the words, but else what's the
Yeah,
difference?
yeah. So UI and UX. Let me explain to the name. Like
Yep.
UX is a user experience and UI is the user interface. So we are designing a UI through a UX. UX is a really big process which we use to design any UI. UI is like designing of a window, a mobile screen, or anything user friendly. So for making anything user friendly, we follow the process of UX. For UX, we have to go through some research, what our user or what our target audience want. So we will go through that, and we will design some UI. Yeah.
Okay. Mm, 1 second, please.
Okay.
Yep. So before going to roadmap and all the things, who is a good UX designer according to you? Like what's the definition, or how can we say that person X is a good UX designer?
Yeah, there are a lot of designers, but the thing is, I don't think there is a good designer. There is always pros and cons for every design. So the thing who introduces design as a career or a platform, I really like Don Norman book. Right now I don't have that, but still I can show. That book is really good. People should have to go and study that book. If you can show in the window, you can show, search for the Don Norman book, the
No, I
design
can't.
of.
I'm not sharing the entire screen. I'm just sharing the Zoom recording, Zoom meeting.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you
If you
want to
can tell
share,
me the
you can
name,
share
I can put it in the message section.
the design of everyday things.
The design of everyday things. Yep.
That book is really helpful to everyone. Like if you want to start your career as a UI UX design, so people should have to go and study that book. That will help user to understand their I understand the experience which Don Norman is giving in that book. Like what are the pros and what are the cons, what the things you have to do, and how to maintain your mindset in the design perspective.
Yeah. Before going further, people, I want to ask you, Can you hear both of us clearly? Like, is there any problem? If yes, then please put in the message section if there is any problem in our voice. So can you hear us properly? Should we go? I think people can hear us properly because there is no problem, I guess. Yep.
Okay.
So for a beginner, there is a very common question for a beginner.
Yeah.
Or I would say the beginner has this doubt, like what is the exact roadmap for to become a UX designer or UI designer? What roadmap a student who is in first or second year should follow to proceed on that path?
Yeah, actually, if you want to start your career as a UI designer, you don't need any graduation. You can go after 12th, even you have studied arts or commerce. So you can choose any course, or you have to just maintain your CV and portfolio. For that, you have to start doing some research over the internet, like what are the things, or what are the platforms which are giving you some courses. So there are some softwares which we use to design a UI. Like we use Figma, Adobe XD, Sketch, and Sketch is mainly for Mac OS, and Figma, Adobe XD we can use in every type of window. So mainly these softwares are using to design a UI. Like most of the designers are using Figma and Adobe XD. Even
Okay.
I am using both. Yeah.
So both,
So
both of them are
yeah, Figma and Adobe XD. So this is just a tool, but you have to design something. So before that, you have to learn about UX, like what are the things you need to learn as a UX designer. So in UX, you will go through a user research. If you are designing a product, like if you want to design a mobile app for ordering some food, or ordering something like seeds, or we are giving a platform to farmer, like whatever you want, whatever your problem statement, you will go through your customers, like target audience. So you will go to the people who will use that app. So you will ask questions from them, like what do you want in your app, what are the features you want, what are the things you want. So after that, you will create a persona from that research. You will go through some qualitative and quantitative research, and after creating persona, you will create 2 3 personas. There will be some negative feedback, some positive feedback, and after that persona, you will go for customer journey map. How will you provide the features to your customer, so that they will come to your app, and your app will grow. So after creating customer journey map, you will create affinity mapping, some other research materials. Then you will go some low fidelity design, like which we can also call it wireframing of an app. Like how will you go from first screen to last screen? Then you will create low fidelity design or high fidelity design. Then after creating designs, you will call some customers, and give them to some food. So you will test them how they are proceeding to your product. So that will help you to know the result of your product, like your product is doing good, or is there any feedback you want from that A/B testing or some other testings. Yeah. So like you were asking me, like how to start in this career. So I must have to tell you this thing, like go for some course, like 3 to 6 months, and that will help you to learn a lot of things. Then create a CV and portfolio, and apply on the platforms like Internshala. They are giving a lot of good internships to a fresher, and after doing an internship, you will easily land up in a job. Like there is a lot of demand of UI UX designers in India. Like approx 80 97% of hiring managers are looking for a UI designer in India. Like you can right now you can go, but they want some experience. Like you have to start with an internship. Like if you are starting as a free, you can do that.
So you discussed about like designing and doing some research to make some designs and all those things. So what kind of research method you
Yeah.
use to design all the products or all the designs? So please elaborate the research part.
Yeah. The research part. Okay. So if you want to research as a UI UX designers, then you have to set a target audience. If I'm designing an app like food app, so my target audience will be like 12 to 60, 70 years of people which are using mobiles for ordering food online. Then I will see my competitors, like who are doing well in this platform. Or if I don't have any competitor, then I will have to go through a research. Like I will directly go to the people who will use my app, 12 to 60 or 70 years of people. So there will be a different perspective of every kind of people. So they will give me their pain points, and some I will get some gain points. So I will remove their, I will try to remove their pains. Like whatever they're feeling, they are feeling like if they are ordering some food, they are not getting it on time, or they are getting not a good food, or they want to tell something to their restaurant partner, or their delivery partner, or that pain points will be removed in this will remove after the research part. Yeah.
Yep, got it. So it depends on the category which you are targeting for whom you are making the product.
Yeah.
Yep.
Product. Yeah.
Uh, Guys, if you have any questions,
uh,
then as I told you, put it in the message section. We will take that. Yes, you were saying anything?
yeah, I was thinking we go through some like outside research and some inside. Like we can also go through some research. Like we will some set some questions. Like we will choose only 10 to 12 questions. Like people got frustrated after 8 to 10 questions, but still we have to get some insight. So we will make user like comfortable. After that, we will ask them questions, so that questions will help us to get the results.
Got it. So,
Yeah.
what's the minimum qualification according to you that a UI UX designer should have before applying for the internship of the jobs, you can say?
Yeah, I think graduation is like good. If you have done any graduation, then it's a good part. Like you learn a lot of things in a graduation. Then like for the UI designer, they don't have any. They don't set any target. Like even you are 12th pass, you can apply as a UI designer. But still, some companies are like MNCs and other companies are asking for a graduation. In uh, BDesk, you have to do Bachelor of Designing or something other.
Okay, got it. So there is a question. How can I know? I think we have covered this. So what's the minimum qualification? We have covered this. Many experts here and there say that it will die in 10 to 12 years because of automation. I think he's saying that many experts say that UX design or UI design will die in 10 to 12 years because of the automating tools. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, like I have heard a lot of things about this. Like you can see Wix is making some logos, and also making some websites and all through their pre-planned some WordPress themes or something. So uh, for this, I think the UI part can die. Like then or that automation will help you to get a better UIs. So we can't. Uh, we don't have to effort to design a UI, but the UI UX part will never die. Like for designing a product, you have to put your feet in the shoe of the customer, so you can know the customer like what they want. So I don't think automation things can do even I mean, I have seen a lot of designers and they all are saying like automation can't kill UX part. If, even they can kill the UI part, but still some things are pending.
Um, because it is related to user experience, and user experience is directly related to human nature. I think no AI or no any technology can't overtake it.
No, never.
Uh, does anyone require any master degree in design? Will it be helpful or not?
Yeah, if you want to do any master, you can go for that. Like there are really good options. You can get, if you want to do it from outside in India, University of California is giving a really good course of master of designing. So you can also go for any online course like Coursera. Even you are doing any bachelor's, you can do that course uh, with your bachelor's. Coursera is really a good platform that's giving a lot of options for the UI designer.
Got it. There is so much on internet about UX design and UI design. It's hard to figure
Yeah.
out which source to pick. So what's your take on this?
Yeah. So for the UI part, you have to go some rules like material design that will help you to learn the UI part. Like what are the features you have to give, and what you can there are some set of rules for Windows and uh, Android in material design.io, and for iPhone and Mac OS you have to go human interaction design, which is designed by Apple. So these are two platforms to learn a UI. But the UX part, you can go like there are some websites. I will ping you. You can drop it in your YouTube. Yeah.
Yep. That's great. In the
And
earlier part of the session, you discussed about the design of everyday things. So it was a book or it was a website or what it was actually? Somebody's asking that.
it's a book. It's a book.
It's a book.
Yeah. I can share the picture on the window. Wait a minute.
So design of everyday thing is a book, and yep, that's it.
Yeah, this is a new part. You can see this. I think it's not visible.
It is, but not as much as it should.
Yeah.
So there when you talk about experience, about human experience, there are always some negative I would say negative, what I would say, negative
Negative.
negative feedback. Yep, that's the correct word, negative feedback. So how do you deal with that negative feedback? Because whenever you talk about experience, there must be negative feedbacks.
I have if when I was studying as a UX designer, so we went to a mall for the survey, and whenever I go to ask someone a question, so there was like I don't know what will I ask. So I got some negative feedback. They people are frustrated. So we should have to make them comfortable. After that, we can get a good feedback. But negative feedback is also feedback. So the research part have some qualitative and quantitative research, and we keep qualitative research for ourselves to go for the next step, and quantitative research is also useful when we are doing these things. We learn a lot of things like how to make a user comfortable or make people comfortable to get the results.
Fine. So does anyone no, I've covered this question. Should I go for a startup or a stable company for my job? That's the question.
Yeah, you will learn a lot of things in startup. I have started after doing engineering and getting good jobs in placements. Uh, I have cleared for Capgemini and Jet Global and Infosys, but the profile was different. So I went for UI trainer for a startup company. Then I started my career as a startup company where I was the only designer in that company. And after that, I have learned a lot of things. Then after moving forward, now I'm in a really good company. But still, you have to go through a startup. Like you will learn from A to Z in startup. You will get a lot of problem statement, and you will get a lot of things to learn. You can go for a good company, but for that you have to make yourself a really good uh, working experience. Whatever the problem statement you will get, you will cover that problem in a small interval of time. You will get to learn time management in startup from my experience.
Got it. Got it. 1 second. We have covered this. Yep. So, where do you find the inspiration about designing, or yep, where do you find the inspiration of the yes that I will wake up and I will make some new design, I will enhance the user experience. So, what's the source of your inspiration?
You can see a lot of designs UI designs on Behance, Dribble, and Pinterest. If you will search anything, you will get some results on these platforms. These platforms are a bunch of designs. You will get a lot of designs whenever you're searching for anything. So that will help you to see the designs, some attractive designs, but the UX is really bad. So that's why I was saying like UX will never die, UI can. So for designing a UI, UX is the main part.
Got it.
If you want to learn any UI things, then you should have to go for Behance and Dribble. Like these things will help you to get really good solutions, and after that, start ideating. That will help you to design a different thing.
Got it. There is a question. Does it require high level of creativity?
No, no, we don't need any creativity. If you want me to design any painting, then I'm really bad in it.
Can you please repeat this part? Actually, there is some network issue, so we can't hear it.
Okay. So we don't need any make your mind like you are problems you have to be a problem solving nature, so that will help you to solve the problem of the user, and that will automatically make you some great to do some creative things.
Got it. So, Unfinite Gamer, if you couldn't get the answer because of the issue, so let me convey it to you. Basically, it's saying that you don't require high level of creativity, just practice and practice, and you will get it on it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yep. So, guys, if you have any other question, then put in the message section. We are here to take your questions. Yep, he got it. And 1 second, let me wait for any other question if they have. Otherwise, we will wrap
Yeah.
up the session. Hmm. So can you please repeat the course part? Can you name some courses or that you should do this course or the course which you have done?
Okay. I think like I haven't done any course, So I have done special introduced this, and I have done only that part. After that, I'm reading some blogs over Medium uh, about the UX, and I'm seeing a lot of videos over the YouTube. And you can also go, if you want to learn UX, you can go for learnux.in, and there are some good platforms which are giving some courses where you can learn about the UX. I will ping you, you can post that in your YouTube video, or if anyone having question, they can ping me.
Got it. So, mhm. Guys, I think you don't have any other question. If you have, then we are here for another 1 minute. Just put it in the message section. And if you if you got any, if you get any question in the future, then there's no worry. I will attach Mohit's LinkedIn profile in the YouTube video description, so you can find him there and you can ask him the questions. So is it good for you? Like people can ask you the questions on LinkedIn?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's okay.
that's great. So let's wait for 1 minute if they have any other question. Otherwise, we will wrap up because I think we have covered all the topics, all the possible
Yeah.
topic, all the possible doubt any beginner can have.
Yeah, and I just want to tell people, like, go for this course. You will get a really good knowledge of these things, and you will learn a lot of things in this UX. Like, you can solve the problems of the user, you can land up in a really good job, and you can also make a really good money even working from home. Yeah.
Yep, got it. So yep, people don't have any other question. So thank you very much, people, for listening us. Thank you, Mohit, for providing a good amount of knowledge to our community. And yes, it's helpful.
Yeah, thanks.